Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to the review. Are y'all ready? I'm about to review The Have and the Have-Nots, and it's season 7 and episode 2, and the name of the episode was Fleeting Moments. Now, somebody in the chat last week said to us that they truly believe that after Wyatt went in through his parents' house blazing with that gun in his hand, shot up his mother and his father, they said they think Catherine was dead. Now, I, on the other hand, was like, nah, Catherine can't be dead. She can't be dead because then the storyline that's to come about Veronica and Celeste and her helping Celeste make Jim take care of those monster children, it wouldn't be so entertaining if Catherine wasn't alive, because come on now, that would make for a better storyline, because the other lady suing the husband for child support and the wife stepping in, and you know what I mean. So anywho, I was like, nah, I don't think they're gonna, cancel Catherine out the show just yet. But anyway, we saw she did not die. She did not die, but we'll get to that later. In the beginning of the show, it had opened up with Candace and her bro Benny, and they were sitting around discussing if Jim Cryer is dead or not, and if Candace was gonna keep that $8 million and run off or not, and if Candace was responsible for Jim's murder or not. Now, I know Candace can be downright foul, grimy, insensitive, destructive. But I believe her when she told Benny, no, that wasn't me. I don't think that she had anything to do with it. I truly believe that Wyatt is totally responsible. I mean, he had been saying what he's going to do to his parents. He even told Jeffrey what he was going to do to his parents. So I believe that she did not play no parts in that. But Benny, on the other hand, he was looking at her like, sis, for real, you ain't had nothing to do with that? Because that show is like something that you would do. She was like, no, I promise I didn't. But then his friend Benny, I'm like, what's up with Benny? When he came over to I'm sorry, not Benny, but his friend Mitch. When his friend Mitch came over to take him out for drinks, I was like, what the heck is up with Mitch? He's up there like, where's all this affection coming from? Because him and Benny go back, they good friends. And so they have like a brother-like, relationship, and Candace and, Mitch have like a sister-like relationship. But it seemed like he was really expressing his love to Candace. And I think it kind of went over her head. She was just thinking like, oh, this is my bro, he loves me. She's like, yeah, I know you love me. I love you too, But I think it's something more than that. And I think Mitch is probably really, really in love with Candace. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Benny, when he walked in, he was like, dude, get off my sister, because when he hugged her, he was holding her like so tight and so long, and Candace was just patting him on the back like, it's okay. But I think she does not realize, and neither does Benny, realize how much he might like Candace. But I'm waiting to see, how that's going to play out. He asked Candace, did she want to go out, with them? She was like, no, I'm cool. I'm just going to stay home. But anyway, before Benny left, him and Candace, they went upstairs. They woke their mother up. They told Hannah, about the Cryers and about the shooting, and how there was, 3 victims that had been shot. And so, of course, she hightails her butt over to the Cryers, because she is still very good friends with Catherine, and even though, she was her maid at one time, they still, remain pretty close and everything, even though she had got fired. Then she hired her back. But anyway, they still cool. So she, of course, went over there to see about her friend, to make sure Catherine was not dead. But as far as the storyline goes with Catherine and Jim, like I said, before she even went over there, I just had a feeling that Catherine was not dead. Now, Jim, on the other hand, I don't know what's going to happen to him, but I don't think he's going to be dead too. I think that he's going to be around long enough for Veronica to try to drag him to court so he can take care of his bastard kids. But, Candace and, Benny, so excuse me, Candace stayed home and Benny left with Mitch. Now, David and his son Jeffrey. David, when the cops was, asking him what happened, who shot who, why do you think this happened? Why do you think these people came over your house to kill you? He's like, trying to be all vague and stuff and reluctant to tell them that it was his ex-wife, Veronica. But on the other hand, Jeffrey, his son, he was like, it was my mama. My mama did it. Her name is Veronica Harrington. Did you get that? Write that down. Veronica Harrington. She stays at such and such address. And matter of fact, every Tuesday, she's at the Celestial Spa from 3 to 6 p.m. getting her hair done, her toes done, her fingernails done. And oh yeah, by the way, her bedroom is upstairs on the second floor to the left. I'm like, you might as well give him the whole Social Security number, the date of birth, her fingerprints, and a strand of her hair. He was like, oh no, go get her. And then David was like, he was just being all cool. You know how he's just cool and calm and stuff. And Jeffrey's like, what's up, Dad? Why you don't want to tell them that it was Mom? David knows that it's more than one way to get Veronica. And he's like, you have to outfox a fox. Now, Veronica, we know, is very, very intelligent. She's really smart. She's really conniving. And she has a lot of people in her back pocket. And I think that's why Jeffrey really didn't want to tell the cops who he thought the person was that was behind it, that was responsible for this. Because he knows Veronica has a lot of people in her pocket, from mayors and governors on down to policemen. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to handle this on my own, and I would rather for him to handle it than the police anyway. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do about his ex-wife. But back to Jim's kids. Now, Veronica gets a call from Celeste. Celeste is agreeing to meet up with Veronica to see how she can help, make Jim be more responsible for his kids. That is, if Jim survives. But then again, if Jim does not survive, I'm thinking, I wonder if this $8 million is going to come into play. The $8 million that Candace has stole, that Jim was trying to get back. But Benny is like, sus, if Jim is dead, you can keep that $8 million and you can run off, run off anywhere. Travel overseas, hide out, whatever. But Candace was like, no. I'm trying to live the right life now. I'm trying to live, on the right path and do the right things and, stuff like that. She has been like moved by her mother and stuff, her religious mother, Hannah. So she's trying to be on the good foot now. She don't want to just take the man's money and just hightail it out of town. So, but I think that $8 million is going to come into play with Veronica trying to get some money for Celeste so that he can take care of his children. But anyway, what did y'all think about the conversation between Candace and her father, Derek? Like, last week, she had expressed to her mother, Hannah, she was trying to figure out why she's the way she is. Like, Candace, boy, I don't know if she's really changed, because she was so evil. Like, she was so evil. And now she's trying to be all nice and, living a new life and walking different, walking a different walk and everything. And so she asked her mom, I wonder if I got my bad ways from my father. And so she wanted to speak to him. And even though Hannah at first, she was like, no, I don't really think that's a good idea. She eventually gives Candace her father's phone number. So when Derek calls to speak to Hannah, and he thought it was Hannah on the phone, but it was really Candace, he was like, oh, hey, hi. And he started to apologize to her once she let it be known, this is your daughter on the phone. He was like, I would really love to sit down and talk to you. I'm thinking she'd be like, okay, what time, where, and when? She was like, well, let me think about it. I don't know right now. I'm going to have to sleep on that, and I'm thinking, why are you so hesitant? Go and talk to the man. Go get the tea on the family, because it might be in his lineage why you are the way you are. I know Derek used to be addicted to drugs, alcohol, and things like that, and that's what made him attack her mother Hannah back in the day, and then impregnate her, and then years later, like, he had no knowledge he even impregnated that lady. He knew he had attacked somebody and assaulted them, when he was high and strung out, but he didn't know he had, got her pregnant. So years later, he find out, I got this lady pregnant, this is my daughter. He ain't nothing he can do about it now. The past is the past, and he's a changed man. That's why I was hoping that him and Hannah would eventually get back together. So y'all let me know if y'all think Derek and Hannah is going to one day get back together, because I really do, and I think it's going to be one big happy family, and I think Candace is going to end up loving her father and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that would make for a good storyline. But so she told Derek, I'll let you know, Dad, Pops, I'll let you know. Now, what else? Officer Justin. Lord have mercy. Officer Justin, he about to bounce up out the hospital against doctor's orders. He's not all the way, better. He took a very, very brutal beating when he was in jail. I mean, they tore his butt up from the inside to the outside. And then, he was in jail in the first place from being an a-hole, from being a stalker and harassing people and, abusing his authority as a police officer. Just all kind of things. Then he pissed Veronica off, and she was like, okay. She sent her goons to get arrested on purpose so they could land up in jail with Justin. And then they attacked him. He got sent to the hospital. But what should have happened is he got better, then he go back to jail, but instead he made bail. So his lawyer told him he was free to go. Before he go, he wants to talk to Madison, Nurse Madison, the gay male nurse who likes Jeffrey. But he kind of fell back when he realized that Jeffrey and the crazy Officer Justin, by the way, who's down low, he's an undercover brother. When he realized that Jeffrey was not doing enough to keep Justin away from him, to keep Justin from abusing him and stalking him and intimidating him. So he kind of fell back. But when Officer Justin called Nurse Madison into the hospital room, he was, I don't know what he was thinking. Like, okay, you just got your butt, literally, pun intended, towed up in jail, and now you up here trying to intimidate Nurse Madison like you all hard again, like you done been drugged up for a few days on pain pills, and now you trying to be intimidating again and abuse your power again and be up all in Madison face trying to keep him from walking out the hospital room. Nurse Madison was like, I don't know what you heard. You might can intimidate all these other people, including Jeffrey, but if you don't get the heck out of my way, I'm gonna have you laid up in this hospital bed for a few more weeks. So he ended up letting him out, but I'm like, why is he trying to intimidate him? See, that's what he does when he likes someone. When Officer Justin likes another guy, because he's a down low brother, and in his mind, he hates himself. We already know that from past, episodes and past seasons. He hates himself for being gay, and he tries to keep it under wraps. But, so on the outside, he tries to treat other gay men like they lower than him. But then he still intimidates them and try to harass them because he likes them. It's kind of weird. It's like on the playground when you're young and there's somebody who likes you and they always trying to fight you or get you in trouble and stuff because they really like you. It's one of those situations. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to see if Nurse Madison is going to be harassed by Officer Justin once Justin, gets out of the hospital. But as far as back to Veronica. Now, she didn't have the goon squad run up in her ex-husband David's house and shoot up the house and try to kill him and their son Jeffrey, because she hates her ex-husband. He left her, moved on, got another woman. She done killed his woman already. And last season, she done killed his woman. She done blew up in a car explosion. But her son Jeffrey, she's still pissed off because he won't be straight. She couldn't pay to make him straight. She tried to throw women up in his face. She blackmailed him to, have relations with women. Everything. He's still gay. Ain't nothing she can do about it. Jeffrey is gay. So, she don't like that. So she's like, okay. She sends the goon squads to her ex-husband's house to shoot up the house. A few of them, got killed. So the goons, including the head goon and the rest of the ones that survived, they creep up into her house, and she looks up and they all in her living room just surrounding her. They was deep. It was like 30 of them fools, and they dressed in all black like ninjas. They like ninjas, and she's like, what are you guys doing here in my house? They was like, hold on. First of all, we told you last time that since some of our squad died, that we want you to be responsible for the funeral expenses and also for taking care of their families. She was like, hold up. Why the heck do I need to take care of families? Like, when you pay people to go do something, you pay them to do something. If they die, if their relative die, they just did. They want her to pay funeral expenses for their fallen soldiers and take care of their families. She was like, okay, god dang it. I called the funeral home, and the funeral home, here's the information for the funeral home. And the head goon is like, okay, that'll make my mama happy. She's like, I don't give a doggone about your mama, boy. Don't nobody care about your mama and how she feel. It ain't my fault that y'all were not prepared. Like, y'all goons, y'all gangsters, y'all thugs. Y'all supposed to go up in a place prepared just in case somebody in there is going to be strapped up as well. Y'all went up in there and y'all was just thinking y'all was just going to kill some, people that was just going to be sitting around in front of the fire roasting marshmallows or something. But they walk up in there, and David, he had one in each hand. He had one in each hand like a cowboy, and gave his son a strap as well. So two of their, they got two fallen soldiers out of that. But, she ended up saying she gonna take care of the funeral anyway. But they were like, okay, you better, because we got a lot of dirt on you. And she's like, well, I got dirt on y'all too. I got just about as much dirt on y'all than you got on me. But y'all ain't gonna snitch. Gangsters ain't supposed to snitch, are they? And of course they not gonna snitch. They ain't gonna snitch. That's why they showed up on her looking like ninjas in the middle of the night in all black. And when they crept out the house, I thought that was the funniest mess ever. They walked across the lawn, then jumped over her high fence. They just like swooped like ninjas. Like... normally people, they gotta crawl up the fence, then put their leg over, then jump on the fence. I don't know. It's like they miraculously just swooped over the fence. Like, I don't know. But anyway, they were gone just as quick as they was able to slither into her living room. They just, in the middle of the night, they were gone like poof, like they weren't even there. But anyway, she'd have to sit there, and play the role like she ain't intimidated, like they don't faze her, like they don't scare her. I'm like, girl, you better pay them funeral expenses, because them ghouls ain't playing with you. They ain't gonna snitch, but they gonna try to get rid of your butt with the quickness. But anywho, so as far as this episode, we know Catherine survived. She got hit, but she's going to survive. She's going to be fine. Jim is headed to the hospital. So far, we don't know his condition or what his injuries are. Their son Wyatt, I think they're going to have to put him in a straitjacket. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. His crazy pill popping, but he's on his way to the precinct, and I'm sure they're going to book him for attempted murder or whatnot, because again, I don't think Jim is dead. Now, maybe he might be in a coma. He might be in a coma. Now, that would make for a good storyline if Veronica was trying to help Celeste sue him to take care of the children that they had, outside his marriage to Catherine. And they be trying to do that while he's in a coma. And he wake up and be like, Oh, what happened? What? We paying her what for what? Because you know he don't give a darn about those kids. Never did. Never did. He gave her like a little something here and there, but she was happy and content as long as she was still the maid in their house. And you know, he was sliding into her bed at night and taking care of her that way. She didn't really care how much he was helping her with the children. But now she wants Veronica to help her out. And again, I think that $8 million that Candace has stolen for Jim, I think that's going to come into play. And they're going to try to get some of that $8 million to give to Celeste. But anyway, we shall see, y'all. We shall see. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about the episode. What y'all thought about the different storylines. How severe do you think Jim's injuries was, or if you think he was dead? If you think he was dead, let me know. But make sure also you guys like the video, share the video if you like on Twitter, IG, Facebook, wherever you like. And also subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can receive all my notifications when you go live. Thank you so very much, and thanks for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm out. Deuces.